Hello, what's up once again, audience? Welcome to yet again another podcast from yours truly, Oz Scott. Yeah, we are here with ZeroMugen, our accompanied, not necessarily special guest because she's a Carnage Gang member, aren't you?
I am indeed. I am the Carnage Gang member. Hello. Hello, OzNation. It is your favorite gal of the Carnage Gang, ZeroMugen.
I mean, you're the only girl, right?
Exactly. There will only be one.
And the concept of what people think about this Carnage Gang, you know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like people think initiations or whatever that we're gonna do, but I'm pretty sure that, like, this foursome, or I guess it's like, right now it's a foursome, until Lucky gets back, right?
Yeah.
And then it'll be a fivesome. Nobody get any weird ideas.
Okay.
English is English. It's still, it means two meanings of the word. Anyway, once we're all a group or whatever, it'll be great. But I'm just saying, I like this group that we have now. I like the dynamic. What do you think?
The dynamic is nice. I wish we had time to sync up better. I think
Planning.
A lot of it's hard with I think a lot of it is just hard with me being on the other side of the world and then them having their age differences and stuff like that. But other than that, it's cool. I'm appreciative that you guys allowed me into your group. I don't know if you guys ever put me through an initiation type thing. I think
No. That's the thing.
I think
the way we actually, sorry, I'll just cut you off. The way we joined Carnage Gang members in was it was initiation by association. If you're associated with me enough, then you become a Carnage Gang member. If you want it enough, if you gotta prove that you have that that want for the content, I guess. And so far, Doggo, Phoenix, and you shown me that you guys have potential, and I like to work on that. You know what I mean? People that have potential. What do you say to that?
that is nice. That is nice. That could get a little bit misconstrued with listeners.
Give me
because if you are listening and you want to be part of the Carnage Gang member, you still have to mingle and
what I'm trying to
people,
say is,
I guess, click.
I always just wanted a certain number. You know what I mean? I always had in mind what I wanted for the Carnage Gang, and it was a certain number, and we're there. We're actually over capacity. People always asking, but it's hard for me because I'm always so courteous and nice to people for me that it's hard for me to say no sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And
I get that. It's hard. It's honestly a lot of people have that same sentiment where it's just confrontation is hard for most people, so they just say yes just to avoid the conversation from turning down south, and I get it.
Yeah. And that's another thing.
It's a practice.
Go ahead. I'm agreeing with you.
Oh, no, it is a practice, and that doesn't mean that you're a liar.
No.
If anyone's thinking anything otherwise, it's just the reality of it. So it's just a practice to learn when to be able to confidently,
chill.
Yeah, and
so to speak. But continue. Say how you were gonna say.
Confidently, say no politely and de-escalate the situation, because there are some people that just don't know boundaries and they won't take no for an answer, and it just makes it weird, especially during live stream. And that's the part where people like to do. They like to put us as streamers and content creators in a very weird situation.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, continue. I'm trying to talk with you. Go ahead.
No. It's just
I'm bad for that.
You get
trying to be an interviewer and all.
You get what I'm
go
trying
ahead,
to say.
though. Yeah. I'm really into what you're saying. That's why I'm go ahead, though. Go ahead.
But yeah, it's just there are some people. Not everyone does it, but there are some people that will just come and put content creators in a very uncomfortable situation where if you say no, you're pushy, and if you say yes, then you're pushy still. There's no win, and it gets kind of bothersome. And just anybody that's listening, if you find yourself doing that, just don't do it. That's all I can say. Don't be that person. Anybody, don't be that.
Yeah, because if I could butt in, content creators are there to make you happy. I mean, at least I am. Some people are there to make money. Some people are there to make an image for themselves. You know, to make yourself money. If it's charity for yourself, it's whatever. But in my opinion, I'm there to make content, make you guys smile, make you guys happy. You know what I mean? It's like, in my opinion, if I were live streaming, I would just like, I don't know. It's like you come on and like, give an example though. Like, how about this? Before I start ranting on and saying whatever, give me an example of what you are referring to in the live chat when people do that to us.
Asking to join a match in the spot. Like, you notice that it's a 4-player game, and one of the Carnage Gang members are not available at the moment to play during the live stream, and then you want to fill in that spot. Most of the time, it's a closed party, and I think people need to start realizing that, like, when someone's streaming, they're streaming with the people that's in the group, and if there's a space available, most of the time, there's just going to be space available. They're not looking for somebody to fill in or whatever. They're just here to play and entertain at that moment. They're not, like I personally, when I used to live stream Dying Light a lot, I had to change my, I had to put rules in my live stream descriptions and literally put like it's a private party, and like just kind of put like a bunch of disclaimers, because I would always get, especially with Dying Light, which if you ever play that game, it's pretty fun. But
I've heard of
like
it.
A lot of people, the community loves that game, and people love to join and do all kinds of stuff, and it's like, that's cool. But as you probably experienced before with having randoms join your thing, is like sometimes people just want to take over the stream, and it's like,
I've had that done before.
That's not cool. That's not fun for anybody except for the person that's doing it. And it's like, if you want to be live, if you want to be express yourself,
yeah, but that's the thing. Like,
just go ahead and make your account. Like, why?
Well,
why go to
the reason
the
is because it's just because I want to come on to bug the guys. You're in the middle of something, right? And then, you know, you don't want to be rude. You don't want to, you know, hurt their feelings or whatever. It's like you're in the middle of playing, and especially when I'm playing like some, you know, with a Carnage Gang member, or even if I'm playing alone, and sometimes it's like, can I play whatever? And I say, like, sure, we'll play whatever, and then they keep pushing to come on or whatever. It's like, I'll be like, just wait, we'll play later, message me. And sometimes they'll just say, you know, I don't want to wait for that, and then I get stressed out. But it's like, whatever.
Yeah, because it's uncomfortable, it's stressful. You know, you're trying, even though we're not in it to like make our image look a certain way, you know, it's still how we're gonna portray it. Like, how we handle it is gonna be online for technically ever, because all we're doing is just trying to have a good time, trying to put out our stuff, trying to make some people smile, you know, and be another like good thing in the world than all the bad thing that's going on in the world and stuff like that. And then there's just like, there's trolls, people that like to take advantage of kind-hearted people, and you know, just don't be one of those people. Just like, let's just have a good time. There's enough trouble around the world, and YouTube, for the most part, YouTube, Twitch, is a place where a lot of people go to escape. So why bring all the bad stuff in?
Yeah, like, I agree with you. Like, so why bring negativity to the live chat? Because people are just trying to have a good time. People are there to enjoy something. They're all there for the same reason, to enjoy a video game, or to enjoy a vlog, or somebody's, you know, adventures of their life. I try my best to explain that all the time, and it just gets a little tedious and frustrating to explain it all the time. So it's nice that we brought this up in this podcast.
Face reveal never.
Oh, really? So you never revealed your face then, huh? Which I already knew.
Well, yeah. I mean, the closest to seeing my face would be like Instagram. I have like mask on, but I don't have a full face. I guess if you want to see a full face, you can look at my emotes that my best friend Comey has made. That's my face reveal for you guys.
Ah, well, there's a little bit, at least there, if you guys want to see her Instagram. I don't know. It's her choice. Will your links be in the description of this podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I'm watching you, lad. I'm watching you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm always watching.
Yeah. Ross? Come on, you just dye your hair pink. Oh, no. Sorry, I don't want to give that away. She hasn't watched Monsters at Work, OzNation. Oh my
Yes, I
god.
just got access to my Disney Plus, so I'll catch up. I'll catch up just for you, Oz, and the Oz Nation, those who watch Disney Plus. I'll catch up with
I don't know,
Monsters
like,
Inc., I swear.
live chat, while we're premiering this, or anybody, right now, I just gotta ask a question. I'm gonna ask you this while other people answer this question. Pixar, Disney, anything streaming. What's your thing about that? Do you like that? What's your favorite? Netflix?
Like streaming sites?
Yeah. What do you go on mostly? What do you do? What's your go-to for when you want to watch a movie or something? If you ever get the time.
If I ever get the time, I usually go for Netflix for movies. And then I watch anime a lot. I watch probably more anime than I do like watching Disney Plus or like American cartoon stuff.
I mean, good for you and like all your stories that you've been watching. I'm not saying it's good. I like anime is good. I love anime too. But I'm also saying I make so many like OzNation. The thing is, I make so many like references and like culture references to a lot of things, even like mainstream things, and she doesn't even pick up on them. And I'm like trying to make jokes, and she's like, "What?" And I'm like, cricket noises in the background. I'm like, "Are you kidding? You don't know this?" It's like, what do you have to say for yourself there?
All I can really say is most of the time I was like always busy when a lot of the streaming sites came out. Now that I'm in a different country and I have more time, I don't have access to like easy access to a lot of the streaming sites. Like Netflix is probably the only one that's available that's convenient. Otherwise, VRV, which is I think like Rooster Teeth's streaming site, Crunchyroll or Disney Plus, like all of that requires a VPN, and it just gets tiresome having to use it. It doesn't always work because my internet's slow, so it just gets very frustrating trying to watch something that's not available in my country. So that's the biggest reason why I haven't really watched anything. So if any animation goes onto Netflix, then I'll watch it. But otherwise, I'm just waiting until I go back to America. Then I'll catch up.
You know what I'm wondering, guys, as well as you. I'm also wondering, like, I'm trying to watch Polar Opposites. Where the hell did that go? On Disney? Is it still on Disney? Because I don't have it on my account. I can't watch it on my account. You know Solar Opposites? The Justin Roiland new thing. It's kind of like Rick and Morty, but like it's like a new thing they're trying to pull off, and it's really good. I like it. Especially the wall.
I know it's on Hulu for Americans and probably other countries that have Hulu. I'm not 100% sure what happened to it in Canada where you're at, but all I can say is probably try to get a VPN and check out Hulu, see if it's on there.
And that's where you're coming in, like, where you're having all these complications on, like, streaming and whatnot, right? It's like...
Yep.
The same thing is where you just don't want to deal with that. But, you know, if you do, it's more than worth it, because I don't know. In my opinion, I mean, I don't know. You're just talking to an inspiring director here, but that's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like promoting my own. Yeah, never mind my own interests, but you know what I mean.
I mean, we're both. I think. I mean, I don't speak about it as much as you do, but I mean, I'm also.
Go on.
Film is like one of my favorite things in the world, like, or just. What is it? Like art? My brain is farting right now. But just like creativity, like
the arts of film.
The media is my like favorite thing. Yeah. I grew up around it a lot. I grew up with music. Grew up with watching movies, watching TV shows.
Oh, you mean media arts and whatever? I don't even know. Sorry.
Yeah, like. Well, I mean, film is a media art, so. But I grew up with all that, and then being in California, it's just like it's film central. There's many times where we see like the tents are up and a road is closed because they're filming something. Just learning about all the different set locations that was just there and stuff like that. It's amazing seeing a location that I recognize on the film and realizing like how different it looks on shot, and and then seeing it back when I go home and I'm driving, I'm just like, whoa, Captain Marvel was over here, you know, like, or like Jack Sparrow and when he was pulling the ship was over here, you know, like I'm just like, it's amazing seeing what you could do with cinematography and stuff.
Yeah, I know that's true too. And so I heard in school you're taking like classes for what gaming development or something like that. Game development. Yeah, like can you tell me about that?
Yes, I'm currently in college for game development. We're just starting to do more like games making stuff because I was learning more programming before. It's interesting. The reason why I got into it is because I love video games as well, and a lot of the concepts of how to make a video game tie in with how to direct a movie or show or whatever. You know, you have to deal with storyboards and writing and stuff like that. And especially now when video games are getting more advanced and they're motion capturing characters, so you're dealing with real actors and really playing around with how they're going to be portrayed in the 3D process. It's just fascinating. It's fascinating watching one thing turn into something else, and just the imagination of a person to just be like right there in front of you. It's just a lot. That's what I just want to do. I want to just create. I want to be able to bring an imagination or like a world in my brain and just slap it onto something and have people play it. Like,
so that's your passion, then? Like entirely.
That's one of them.
In a nutshell, one of your bigger passions. Center passions. What would you call that?
I'm a jack of all trades. I can't really say it's my.
You just don't want to limit yourself. You're just too afraid to say that you really care about that enough.
I don't think it's that. It's just I like knowledge. I love learning. That's my thing. My passion is, like I said, like the art world. So as long as I'm constantly learning, constantly evolving, it doesn't matter if I'm directing a movie, directing a TV show, short films, or making a video game and doing all of that. Like, all of that to me is my passion. So, like, you'll see me...
Okay.
You'll see me make a film or you'll see me make a video game. Like, I'll be everywhere. I'll be Markiplier, if you want to take it that far.
All right.
I'll be Markiplier to PewDiePie.
Everybody love Markiplier. Holy. I just want to, honestly, those questions were just to see how you would react to them. I just wanted to hear the way you would answer them. My opinion wasn't the questions I was asking you. I just wanted to see how you would react to me asking those. You know what I mean? So it was just purely questioning and being interested to see where you would go with that.
That's fine. I've had a lot of practice lately trying to kind of pinpoint it. So I was a little bit... I guess you can say I was prepared for something like this to happen. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you kind of giving me that little bit of a test.
Yeah, kind of like a test. Yeah, I like that. It's just like I'm not really like, I just want to see what you're, because I don't know. I'm just interviewing, you know what I mean? And like when an interviewer, asks questions, it's not really like necessarily the opinion he has for the entire statement. He or she is just asking these questions just to see what the answer will be. Yeah, see what how the speaker will react. So don't freak out too much. About if I get aggressive with my questions, somehow it's not me really being necessarily aggressive in how my personal opinions toward the situation. I just wanted to like say that vocally on a podcast, just so I on the podcast now, so I didn't have to explain that any other time or in a like a comment.
Yes, I get you. I understand you. I understand you. And I hope the viewers also understand where you're coming from, because I know, me being the only female in the group, they like to protect me, and they always accuse you of bullying me when you're not.
It's not even that.
You're really not. Oz is actually a big old softie and sweetheart, and I'm pretty sure he would like make like little squeaky noises if you pinched him.
What do you mean squeaky noises? What
Like
do
a
you...
teddy bear.
Oh, or maybe if you said poked the stomach, I would make that Pillsbury Doughboy. Woohoo!
Man, I totally forgot that exists. This is what happens when you live in an Asian country for a
I
long
told
time.
you guys, just you're losing your touch of mainstream. She's not entirely lost, OzNation. She knows some. We'll get her back to mainstream.
I just need to find my way home. Just shine the light, the
Mm-hmm.
ZeroMugen signal in the sky, and I'll fly home. I'm really just imagining myself flap my wings and then fail because I don't actually have wings.
All right, so this is actually off to a pretty good start, everybody. How are you feeling, Mugen?
I'm doing well. I actually have a question for you, though, Mr. Oz.
All
Scott.
right. Well, let's hear this.
Well, well, since you mentioned like creativity or like Disney and what I'm into and stuff like that, it seems like well, actually you did mention it. You said that you like to be a director and all that stuff, and you stopped yourself. But like, what led to that? What led to you wanting to be a curator? Like, what influences in your life? What's your drive? Like, what is it?
Well, I guess I've answered this many of times where it's in other podcasts, I guess. So I guess I don't really need to answer this, but let me think. Most of it would probably be other influence of like other YouTubers showing me what they've got, and just wanting to follow up in their shoes and never wanting certain content to die out, because I love and care about YouTube so much that I can't stand it to die. I love the concept of broadcast yourself. I love older fashioned YouTubing and just the way of making content just because you want to make content, because you care and love it so much, and that's just why you're making it. It's just so cool. To me, that's what YouTube is all about. You know what I mean? And if you're a YouTuber like that, in my heart, I just don't want to stop. I want to see where I can take this. That's all. That's where my drive comes from, is just realizing the dream, seeing it so clearly, and never giving up, and holding that in my heart forever. And that's just how it's going to be, no matter what.
No, that is noble. That is noble. Because I think honestly, like a lot of creators nowadays, they feed into, I don't know, I feel like they lost their edge a little bit sometimes, especially when the numbers get bigger, and they think too much about the analytics and, their sponsors and stuff like that. So it's nice to know another creator, or a new creator, because we are kind of new.
Yeah.
Coming into this industry and wanting to just be there, be there and share some good vibes and be kind of like bring back like the original reason of what YouTube is a thing. I feel like YouTube sort of lost itself with its with trying to be fitting with all the companies, especially when I believe Google bought YouTube or something like that. So it's just like when that happens,
I think so.
I feel a lot of the direction of broadcast yourself and having that freedom to that escape to be weird and to be janky and to be questionable and stuff like that. Like that all changed when Google, the big corporation, took its hand, and it brought funding, but at the same time it also, I feel like, took a lot of individuality and freedom, creativity type of stuff, and people are just more careful and overthinking and trying to make sure their sponsors are there, and it's just like, it's sad.
Yeah. And for me, honestly, I'm not one to speak about that whole atmosphere yet, because honestly, I'm not nowhere near it. But well, actually, literally halfway there to 1,000 subscribers already. So yeah. Once I hit that, I'll understand more on this subject. But until then, all I can say is you just gotta be smart, and you just gotta understand what you're going in for. It's just because, are you in it for the art form, or are you in it for the greed? Or are you in it for the fame? Or are you in it for both? Or are you just in it to have a comfortable life? Or are you in it to actually live out a fucking dream? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, I probably have more to say on that, Mugen. Honestly, it's like it's one of my favorite subjects in the entire world. I could probably go on and on and on, but I want to hear what you have to say. So like, what kind of drives did you have? Why did you want to become a creator, Mugen? Huh? Let me know.
Like, honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes, but I always loved acting. I always loved it. Like, back when I was in elementary school,
I love acting.
Like, pretend I was in the military and stuff, and have my friends, like, crawl in the grass and all that stuff. Like, I was really good at it, too. And plays were really fun, and all that stuff. And then when I moved to California, because this was all in Hawaii, when I was living in Hawaii, and then...
Man, you've been all over the place.
That's what you get for having a military father. So, when we were in California, I think that was around the time YouTube started to become a thing. Or like, at least when I was able to be on the internet and stuff, was when YouTube started to become a thing. And I ran into Fred. If you guys even know what Fred is, only OG YouTubers know what Fred is.
Hey, Dave Fred. That one?
Yeah, he went to Nickelodeon, so maybe some people know what he is.
Oh yeah, when he sounded like this a little bit.
I sound like Eric Cartman. I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you do.
But that's seriously, he got so much lower, his voice on Nickelodeon.
He's like, hey
Yeah,
everybody.
because I think he was playing like more like him. Wasn't he like? I don't know. Lucas, if you're hearing this podcast somehow, hello, what's up? You're pretty chill, dude.
Yes, you are. Sorry, we're not making fun of you. We're just talking about your Fred character, and it's probably I honestly think you would laugh.
Iconic at the time.
Yeah, I honestly think you would just laugh at the concept of what we're saying. I really don't think you would get offended. It's probably what was meant to be. That character is a very concept to be had. If that makes any sense. If I made any sense saying that, if that makes any sense.
I think Fred.
Did that make sense?
It did. Like Lucas doing his thing. Really, I think he was like probably one of the first YouTubers to be partnered with a.
And by the way, just to inquire, Lucas is the name of the actual actor that played Fred.
Guy.
Yeah, he's the YouTuber, the Fred YouTuber. Like, hey, it's Fred. That's the yeah. Anyways, continue.
But yeah, I feel like his thing was so iconic that Nickelodeon was like, we'll like your stuff. Like, and I want to say he's probably one of the first YouTubers to be acknowledged and brought to bigger light.
But then there was also Tobuscus after that, leading on too.
I don't know what he partnered up with.
The Annoying Orange.
I mean, but Annoying Orange was also a YouTube thing.
Yeah, I know. He teamed up with the Annoying Orange for Nickelodeon, and they had their own little thing going.
Okay, I didn't know Annoying Orange went to Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it was so good. I watched it all the time just for Tobuscus. I'm not even kidding. And did you know that also, one more thing too, to inquire, just bringing up, speak of the devil, Tobuscus is actually making new vlogs, and I'm so thankful and happy that he started up his little vlogging thing again. I'm so thankful for that. Maybe he's seen my channel and got inspired. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. That would be the dream, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
Yeah, just seeing more people vlog and stuff, and it's like, I need to get back on my horse.
That's probably what he did. Anyway.
Probably, yeah. But yeah, so I was influenced by that, by people like him, Shane Dawson, early Shane Dawson, and all that stuff. And that just made me like, whoa, you could be weird on the internet, you just need a camera. Like, I was like, I wanted to do that. I wanted to make skits already, but I never had a camera. I never had any sort of camcorder or whatever.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
And then, I love video games, obviously, and I was just like,
you're taking a class for game development.
I wanted to know how to do Let's Plays, and I ran into Red vs. Blue with Rooster Teeth, and all the Halo stuff, like Halo music videos, a lot of video game music videos, and I was just like, whoa, people are actually able to record their games, how are they doing that? And I would just take a camera and record my when we started having cameras on our phones and stuff, I would like take
Yeah.
that and like record my TV. So I have like footage on Facebook of like recorded Mario games and stuff, which is kind of funny to look at now. But yeah, all that like it just started from whatever, and just seeing YouTube, the whole broadcast yourself like you, Oz, and just seeing like people be weird and there was no restrictions and they were just doing their thing and stuff. Like I loved it. I loved all about it. I think, and then it was also helping me socialize. Where I was at least, a lot of people knew of the Halo stuff that I was watching, or Shane Dawson or Fred. Like it was just kind of like it was also one of the ways that I got to socialize, and it was part of my life. Honestly, YouTube
in my
is
mind, sorry to cut
my
you off.
child.
Actually, I actually want to inquire with that. In my mind, I actually feel like that was a way for me to like mentally fit in, where I didn't actually have to socialize or actually like go talk to people to fit in. It was like a mental excuse for me to be like, yeah, I'm in the now, I'm in the know, which it kind of is, because if somebody comes up and talks to you, then you're kind of like acknowledged on like what's happening right now. Like, see, is like, I always try to talk to you and you don't know, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like in that like one frustrating moment, it would be nice to have the knowledge to like say, yeah, I know that, blah blah blah. But even then, I knew it was just like, you know, I knew nobody knew who I was. Just I felt like people did. I felt like I was a part of a group. I don't know. You know what I'm trying to? Does that make sense? Like
I do understand.
When you're a part of the media, when you're like in the now or in the know, or understanding like the concept of like what media is, but also like getting so pulled into it like mentally that you feel like you're a part of the group or a part of a fan base or a part of a movement of some sort of whatever. You know what I mean? And you get like kind of flushed into that.
Yes, I mean, and that's the same, that's like the exact concept of trending and why TikTok and stuff like that is all blowing up and yada yada yada. You know, it's just a social thing that we do now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I think my sister could probably relate more to you in that concept. I was always kind of the social bee anyways. But
How so?
YouTube
What do you mean?
Really
What do you
did
mean? Relate more to me? What are you talking about?
I'm just talking about in the sense of having the interest and keeping up with like what's going on the web world. That kind of helped get people to kind of flutter to you, but maybe not completely keeping bonds with you or something like that. Like you're just kind of like you're there by association, but you're not there out of like actual friendship bond. As weird as that may sound, at least I don't want to like go too deep into that because I don't want to throw my sister or you under the bus or whatever.
Well, at the same time, it's not
like,
even. It's when you're a little kid though. I'm talking about like concept when you were like that applies when you were smaller, like younger. Like at the moment, that would also apply if we were going to say if you went to a concert or went to watch a live stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you were there with a bunch of random people that you didn't know, but you were there for like, you know, this same purpose of like going there to enjoy that concept of whatever streaming or like, you know, the main, you know, whatever, like, you know, game, vlog, like as I said earlier, you know what I mean? Like whatever source you're there for, if it's like a gathering of people, you feel like you're connected with them for a minute or that time of like being there. And it's a cool feeling, you know what I mean? Like that's the way I find it now. But like I when I was younger, it was a little more like a needing thing. Like I needed it to feel like I belonged, you know, as a kid. But you know, like nowadays it's different where it's like you just feel that in the group. You know what I mean? Where you're there for a reason, and you make it a reason instead of a need. It's weird.
Yeah.
Am I making sense? Inquire.
Yes, it does make sense. I like lost my train of thought now that you said inquire. It's just
sorry.
Like, no,
That's
you're
a strong
fine.
word,
It's just
inquire.
my brain. It's my brain processing things slowly
Oh.
right now. Yeah. And I don't know why. Like, I guess because you always tell me to inquire, and then now I'm like,
Yeah, my bad.
um, no. It's fine.
It's my pattern of
me
speech. I do that to a lot. I do that to everybody.
The
It's just how I
word,
speak.
the word inquire is not an issue in a sense. It's like, it's just because you've been trying to get me to speak more that now I overthink trying to speak more when I hear inquire. We were constantly talking about like the effects of being the trending stuff as a kid versus now, and all I can really say is I agree with how you're processing everything. Like, now that you've got kind of like that perspective of like social media now, you can kind of like get that same feeling of like going to a concert or holding a book and someone being like, oh, I know that book, I'm reading it too, like blah blah. Like, I kind of get it because I'm looking at like my family, for example, and seeing how they're socializing by just seeing like a trend going on TikTok, and then like everybody's just kind of there, and it's just like in the moment, and now they're getting the baby to like be. It's like, it's just it's like I don't know if it's just because of the pandemic that it's also more impactful of like why I kind of see it, but it is like the socializing and how we take in things online and spread it around our group of people. It really does give off that acceptance feeling, without just needing to be going to something as a concert or holding a book, you know. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But my drive.
I guess back on track.
I guess back on track. Yeah, a lot of anecdotes. Yeah, my drive is definitely accumulative of everything that makes YouTube. I know, like, not everything about it, but just like the behind the scenes stuff I love getting into. I love MatPat for that. That's why I also love watching Markiplier, because they're both kind of like
MatPat, as in the game theorist, by the way.
Yes,
theory.
the game theorist.
Welcome
if you don't know
to
who
game
MatPat is
theory.
by his actual name, that's kind of sad, not gonna lie.
I just had to.
Says his name.
I know. I just had to reiterate for the audience, but continue.
No, I get you. But he is the game theorist, and just like their power, like both Mark and them. I mean, there's also Pewds, but like he kind of gets in trouble a lot. But I love Pewds as well for his, like, because he is kind of he was the golden boy, and now he's kind of like the bad child, the black sheep, and I kind of love him for that, because he's able to just kind of do things and just kind of be like, oh, you're gonna take away my YouTube series, whatever, I can still like strive. Like, he like not a single one of his like downfalls actually made him fall, unlike some other people that like either got canceled and left and whatever. Like, this dude just kept going up with it.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest?
What?
I feel like... Sorry for cutting you off a little bit. I honestly get inspired by what you say all the time, so I just have to, like, start talking quick. But it's just, like, it's really cool what you're saying, because I agree with that. The drive that you see within PewDiePie is pretty cool, because it is surprising to see how much he can actually put out, like, every week. And I'm just saying, like, the numbers of uploads are crazy. And I know he has, like, editors and people to help him out and all that, whatnot. But yet, he's still recording, like, day and night, all that, blah, blah, blah. Like, to be honest with you, I would be him. I would be exactly his enthusiasm if I had a team to work on my edits. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's also, like, you gotta work in nowadays. It's, like, even if he has, like, whatever, blah, 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 bad times, whatever... I feel like he has a crew now, or like not even a crew, but like a company that has him where his content it's always going to be his own. You know what I mean? Like, he's always going to be able to do what he wants to do, because he has a good family set, like for his YouTube. Like, it's a good, help me with that word. You know what I'm trying to get at?
Good dynamic, good,
dynamic is, yeah, that's a good word too.
I just like lost my word, but I was thinking of like something like a lion cub. What is it? Pack. Like he just has a good like a foundation for himself.
A foundation. The foundation is good. He's a very smart builder.
Individual.
Yeah. He's a very smart individual, a builder of his own life. He just did the right things in order to build a great foundation for himself, and that's why he can always thrive. And for that is why I'm inspired by that.
And the reason why I bring up Pewds a lot is probably when it came to gaming, Pewds was probably I guess if I could make a shrine, like he would be the front of it. Like, just like he was just always just kind of an inspiration. I've always been following him since he was still like working at the hot dog stand before he met Matsuya, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like seeing, I love Pewds because of how real he is, and just like nothing really, like you just see everything. It's just like you see his setup, and it's just like this janky little table and whatever, and then like you just see him grow, and he's so unapologetic for like who he is, but he's also very wise and understanding that you need to focus on yourself. And I really I love seeing the messages that he has to bring out to his viewers and obviously other content creators, if there are some. And that's who I strive to be. I just strive to be able to get to that point in my life, whether it's with the same 100 views I have, or like a few couple million, whatever. It's just like be able to just reach that point where just everything works for me, so that's my drive. It's not the money, it's not the fame, it's just like being able to just be.
Let me ask this: is it what I also said before too? Is it not also you just want to have a comfortable life, right, or what? Is that what it is? You just want to have a comfortable life, or is that what you're saying?
It does sound like I'm saying that, but it's not.
That's why I'm asking. Pretty good question, right?
I know. It is a pretty good question. It's like, it's comfortable. I feel, I don't know. I don't want to say like I hate the word, but I hate the word. Like, I don't like just staying in one place, but I do want to be able to just be able to live my life without any sort of worry or hesitation. And I feel like that's what Pewds lives his life as. At least that's how he gives off himself, and that's what I want to be. I want to be able to be at that point in my life where I want to be able without hesitation.
You want to be able to give that off for your audience, or if you ever become an influencer anywhere near that, you just want to be able to have that same like feeling of I can show my audience this type of freedom, this type of content, this type of happiness within my life. You know what I mean? Because you can't make the content if it's not there. Am I right?
Yes. Sorry, I have dogs barking in the background.
Yeah, sorry about that, OzNation.
Yeah, I don't want to disregard viewers, because you guys, we're not anything without the viewers. But
of course not.
I want to do it for myself. Here's one thing that anybody should take from this podcast is you gotta take care of yourself, and I don't do that enough. And that's where I want to be at, is where I want to be not something that just like the viewers could look up to and see that and blah blah. Like, I want to be able to look in a mirror or be like the ZeroMugen today, 10 years down the line or whatever, it'll be like, dang, like she's giving off that same vibe, like I want to be able to do that for myself. I want to be able to.
I like that.
So like, of course the viewers are important, but I'm just as important, if not
no doubt.
So, because in the end, like, the only one that's gonna press record is myself. So I gotta take care of myself, and that's, everybody else you should do that too. It's like you gotta take care of yourself.
Take the initiative.
You're all you got.
Take control of your own life, and just find the energy. Find the don't be lazy, because I know how easy it is to be lazy, OzNation. Believe me. It's just don't let that feeling take you over, you gotta try to push through and do your job, because it's I know that it is a hobby. You can do it for a hobby, but you're not gonna get anywhere. If you want to get somewhere, you gotta put the initiative down and into it. Put your heart into it, because you gotta get yourself off the ground. It's as simple as that. I have no other way to say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, indeed, I agree. Speaking of self-love or reflection, what is it? Self-care. Do you have a self-care routine, Oz?
What do you mean?
A self-care routine. Some people talk about it. It's just like something you do on a daily that like you do for yourself.
Just like I wake up and to keep my imagination going every morning, I do the Alice in Wonderland thing where Alice wakes up every morning and thinks of 9 impossible things before she eats breakfast or before she eats her first meal. So for me, it's like sometimes that's at night. You know what I mean? So like it's like every time I eat my first meal, again, after waking up after my long sleeps, I'll do 9 impossible things in my head and then 9 possible things in my head. So like impossible things like entail flying. I can fly, or I can cook a 30-course meal right now and make it gourmet 10 stars. You know what I mean? Like I'll say stuff like that for the fake stuff, and then for the real stuff, I'll go ahead and say like I can make it to 10,000 subs one day. You know, I can inspire people. I can, make my dreams come true. Or if less inspiring stuff, I can make it to America one day. I don't know. I'll walk to America. That'd probably be in the fantasy one. I'm just saying.
So pretty much you do for the impossible things. It's like you think of 9 things that are really impossible, but you kind of flip it to make it as if it is possible. And then for the positive ones, they're like more.
No. Random. At random, it could be anything. It's just like the impossible things are just things that are impossible. And possible things are just things that are possible. And you just gotta, 9 impossible things that are impossible, 5 impossible things that are possible. They may seem tedious, but it's a brain teaser. It helps your imagination run a little bit in the morning, get you going, and you will be a lot more imaginative during your outcome of your day. And me, I like to be an imaginative type of person because I like the flow of information, because I'm like, I don't know, it's also ADHD as well that also kicks in with me. That helps a little bit, but I really like to be imaginative. I like my imagination to run friggin' wild. And that's why I also bring up like, Disney and Pixar, because as I always say, I'm like a Pixar kid. Like my mind, like look at me right now, I'm on a tangent. You know what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. Like, I love that.
What I was trying to really clarify for the audience who do want to do this, just in case they want to do this too, they want to follow your self-care routine. Like, when you said the impossible things, you didn't say I can't. You said I can. That's what I wanted to emphasize. Or, take note of, is like, or confirm with you, is like, that's what you're doing, right? Like, even though it's impossible, you're saying that you can do it. Are you?
Yes.
Or are we saying
even though it's impossible, you're saying that you can do it, and even that's for the 9 impossible things. You're saying that you can do it. You have the capability of achieving like Superman powers. You can run as fast as the Flash. You can lift a building with your pinky. This type of thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's really cool.
That's what I do, and I try to do that every morning to keep your mind going a little bit.
That's really nice. I never really seen Alice in Wonderland a lot. I think I'm
referring to the Johnny Depp one.
Oh, well, I never seen that one, so there you go, people. If you want to see where the reference is, Johnny Depp, what is it?
The Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland, with Johnny Depp in it as the actor.
That's pretty cool.
For the Mad Hatter. Johnny Depp plays the Mad Hatter in it.
There goes... So that's your self-care. As for my self-care, what do I do?
Have you ever thought about this?
I'm over here preaching that I want self-care.
Yeah.
All I can really say is I allow myself mentally to take a break. I think that's like one of the biggest things that, because I'm a busy bee and I'm a workaholic.
Me too.
And I also take care of a lot of people, and I always put myself last. It's not even like I'm second or whatever, like I'm last. And then because of that, I always beat myself up a lot. So now that I'm here in
Does it
the
upset you
Philippines,
that you help people, or are you just like...
it doesn't. It doesn't upset me. It like it's very. It
you
turns
put
into
people
kind
first?
of like. No, it's not like upsetting to me. It's more like I start getting so stressed and overwhelmed, and I'm usually like conversing with my friends, like I don't really know what's wrong, blah blah.
Do
They're like,
you
well,
get
have you even?
the affirmation that people are thankful for what you do for them, usually, or no?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it's a lot that I do, though. We could go into a more psychological thing about it, but it's just like I just do a lot, you know. I was always that person to do a lot.
Okay.
And go like 110 for literally everybody around me. But I never did it for myself, and I'm trying to, while I'm here in the Philippines, to do that for myself. Even if it's just like, you know what, you don't want to stream today, just watch something. You know, like you don't want to like it's just like something as small as that. And that's another thing is like I used to, because I was such a worker bee and I did everything and blah blah blah. When I did that before, I would beat myself. Like my brain was telling me I was lazy and like you should be streaming right now, you should be editing right now, like you know. And
I can relate to that.
I'm trying to rework my brain to not do that. So that's my self-care, is like trying to just be happy with just being human. Like I'm not a robot, I'm not a superhuman, you know. I can be worn out and stuff like that, and I'm also like, it's because I've also learned that I burn myself out a lot, and especially being a YouTuber or a streamer, that's dangerous, I guess, in a sense. Like because you don't notice that you're burning yourself out until it's too late usually. And most of the time when people burn themselves out, it kind of switches to either like they're so down on themselves that they can't do anything anymore, or they just quit, you know, and they think it's like, oh, I'm not cut out for this anymore, blah blah blah, da da da, so I'm gonna leave. And most of the time it's really not that. They just need to change their environment, they just need to change something in their everyday life, and that's like what I'm trying to do.
Alright, me and Mugen had to deal with some doggy issues. Can you explain?
Pretty much, where I live is a compound. It's called a compound, but, we got pretty much a dog that's not ours in our yard. But it's kind of complicated to get them out. So
at the moment, so yeah.
The moment, so we'll do it later.
Yeah. So, we kinda lost track. Sorry about that. So that's why this edit's a little bit weird. We were just talking. So,
I think I was just kind of going on a tangent about that relation stuff, but just take care of you guys. Oh, well, we were talking about, like, I don't know, I guess, like, just to sum it up, just take care of yourself. And it doesn't matter how small or how big, just as long as it's for you, and it's for you to get better in some shape or form, then, you know, you're doing well. So even if it's just getting up.
That's a good sum up.
Getting up and, yeah.
So every time you feel like getting up and
getting up and making your bed, like, that's something.
Yeah.
That's self-care.
Yeah.
So.
That's a good way to sum that up. Sorry for cutting you off a little bit, but yeah, I like that. I heard your phone
that's all.
vibrate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. It was like buzz buzz. No, just kidding.
It's just Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. Anyways,
oh man.
What next? I guess we could talk about. Oh, you want to talk about what our new podcast ideas are about and why I haven't been live and why I haven't been uploading videos lately?
Yeah. Well, yeah. What's the struggle? What's the struggle life that you've been going through?
Yeah. Lately, the thing is, OzNation, lately I've been actually struggling to find good content for you guys because honestly, I really care a lot about you guys. Where I live, and at the moment, for my situation, it is very hard to actually go and, make vlogs or go and find things that are actually very exciting for you guys. Like, I actually really want to make more videos, like good videos. And I don't want to repeat myself. You know what I mean?
I get that. I feel you. At least there's the pandemic. It makes
There's
sense.
also that.
I mean, then there's the variants and the mutations and blah, blah, blah. It's probably for the best that you stay safe as much as possible.
Well, there's
Always
that too, but
practice safety, you guys.
it's just like, I want a daily vlog. I want to start vlogging all the time, and I would. I swear to God, you guys, I want to vlog all the time, but once I actually am in a location and have the capability and opportunities to actually go around and do things, then I will. Because right now, I have nothing around this area. Even St. Paul, there's nothing there. I've been around town everywhere, and there's no more content. So I got to get around, and I got to go farther than where I can go at the moment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
For anything good.
Yes. He wants to give you the best content there is.
Yeah, the ultimate
For
treatment.
Alberta.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to do that when, you don't have much around where you, like, live, like, you can't go too far out. And, like, all the more attractive things are, like, 2 hours or an hour away. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
kind of hard for me to, make interesting enough content the way I want to make it for anything like that. But not saying I'm going to give up on daily vlogs. I'm just saying that it's going to be like, I'm going to be uploading as much as I can. There's going to be a crap ton. You guys are going to see one after the other go crazy. They're like, honestly, my content, I promise, in the future will pile up like crazy. I just got to make it to the moments where I can actually give you guys, like, good content, get out to you guys. You know what I mean? I will make sure, though, no matter what, I'll take each and every opportunity that I ever possibly get, and I'll edit it, I'll record it, and I'll vlog it, and I'll make that my lazy vlogs. I promise you guys. We'll get into the algorithm because I know you guys want that. I see all these comments all the time. When's your lazy vlogs coming out? When's your vlogs coming out? I love you guys so much. Thank you for the motivation. But guess what? It'll be happening. You know what I mean? It's just, as Mugen was saying earlier, we are one person. You know what I mean? We are not a machine, but we are trying our utmost best because you guys are what I care about the most. The art is what I care about the most. As a creator, as a content creator, as a YouTuber, as a Twitch streamer, anything I do, the content is what matters the most for me. Your guys' like view, when your guys are viewing it, especially when I'm going on a rampage and on a tangent, like, and I'm just like going crazy. Like, for instance, go to my Twitch channel. I did Crash Bandicoot for Insane Trilogy, and for some reason I just went berserk and went like a rage live stream. It was crazy. Like, I lost my crap on that. But the thing is, I did that for your entertainment. I was like, oh, this is going to be funny. There's going to be a lot of edits. I'm going to say a lot of funny things in the heat of the moment. It's going to be great. And I can say whatever I want. I can swear on there. So I was like, I just went all out. I went overboard. So it was really fun for your guys' entertainment. I love that. I am not really, like, I love myself enough to know who I am personally for myself. You know what I mean? So it's like, I can allow myself to give you guys that entertainment and give you guys a level of, like, embarrassment to myself for a video or whatever, because in the end, I know who I am and I know where I stand for my life. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, I'm very comfortable. I know with myself personally. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. But anyways, I know I know me, and it's very cool. And thank you guys for being patient, by the way. I just wanted to be completely honest. This is going to be new content. We're going to be doing this a lot more. We're going to be making OzNation Podcasts with the Carnage Gang, especially because I love to banter with people, and I need people to banter with, right, Mugen?
Yes, of course. And I know there's a lot of people also lined up besides us.
Yes, I have a lot of people lined up. And if you guys want to get lined up even more, there is a Discord down below. We have a chat. We have a community page. We have everything like that. You guys can ask about podcasts. We can direct you to DMs. We can direct you to talking to me right away. And we can get you on a special guest. We just got to get talking. You know what I mean? Let me know you guys want to be interviewed or something. Or not even interviewed. Just if you guys just want to banter and have a conversation like me and Mugen did. You know what I mean? Because this is how it's going to be, guys. New conversation pieces. This is going to be an actual podcast now. What do you think of that?
Oh, I think it's exciting for your channel. I think it's well overdue. The content.
I think so. So simply, again, one more time, I just got to reiterate and repeat. Go in that description down below. There is many, many links. You'll figure it out. I got my social links. I got my Instagram. There's many, many ways to get a hold of me. There's many, many ways to get a hold of ZeroMugen and or the Carnage Gang or whatever. I want to have all of the Carnage Gang's links in the description, but somewhere on my channel and or in the OzNation Discord, you can definitely most likely find somebody to contact me, because I do have staff too. We got OzNation staff on the Discord, which I'm very thankful for. So yeah, there's 100,000 ways to get a hold of me if you guys want to become a special guest, or if you just want to be a guest and chill and talk about anything you want, even if it's not about you. You know what I mean? It'd be really cool, just like this. It'd be really cool, but we talked about ourselves a lot. But you know what I'm trying to say? It could be anything. Because we're going to be talking about topics ourselves. We're going to be answering questions. We're going to go behind the scenes. We're going to talk about what equipment we have behind the scenes, with what kind of stuff we use, like our computers, laptops, our streaming stuff. We could talk about all that. And especially when we are in the top chat, I'm going to be uploading this as a live premiere, so technically this will be in a way live, so you guys can comment with me. I'll be talking to you guys in the premiere live chat, and you guys can ask me new questions and other questions to ask in the next podcast to ZeroMugen or other guests that come on. Or if you guys have questions for me, then just comment away in that live chat and we'll have them in there, and we'll be inquiring them and answering them in the next podcast. I'll also be literally doing this all the time. Now that I know how to do this, and now that I knew how to set this up with my new microphone, like look at me right now. I'm going on a tangent. I'm going crazy. Look at what I can do. Even podcasts by myself I could do alone. And that's going to be pretty cool, OzNation. So let's keep that hype going. You guys just got to ask me questions. Let's get it going in that premiere live chat, and make sure that I have something to answer when I make a new podcast after this, because I'm going to make another one and another one, and we're going to keep going and up our numbers in the OzNation podcast, because one day I'm going to make it to Spotify, and we're going to move it to Twitch as well. We're going to do more Twitch and YouTube podcasts, because we're going to have more adult ones and more adult-driven ones where we could swear and we're drinking and, like drinking games and all that, blah, 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 will be done on Twitch with the, Carnage Gang especially. And, more tame ones and awesome chill ones like this, awesome vibed ones, really cool, will be here on the OzNation channel for you guys and your entertainment to view and enjoy and smile. You know what I'm trying to say? It's going to be really cool. I'm really excited. This opens up an amazing path for us and opportunities of so much good content. Just look at what we have in the background right now, OzNation. 1080p, 60 frames per second video game Let's Play of me and Mugen. Isn't that crazy?
It's totally wicked!
Literally awesome video game content in the background of our podcast, the OzNation Podcasts, and it's going to be so cool because we can add anything we want in the background. It's going to be so cool. I'm going to be doing this all the time. I wanted to do commentary videos forever. All right, so are we going to continue this, or do you want to go, Mugen? Because I heard that you have a little bit of a situation or something?
Yes, I do have a little bit of a situation, so I will not be able to participate any longer.
All right.
Fully focused, so it's probably best to reschedule for another time. But if you guys want to see me again, leave a like on the thingy.
Definitely hit that.
Let me know if you guys liked my random banterness. Yes, let me know. Let me know if you guys want me back.
But thank you.
It's good. It's good feedback.
Situation for us, to see if you guys actually do like it.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, expect a lot more podcasts and expect her to be on another one. I'm actually going to make another one. I'm very inspired. I'm going to continue to do this. Yeah, so I'm excited for you guys to be a part of that and for me to start editing and getting more content out for you guys. Tell me what you guys think. I hope there's a really positive outcome within this in the new OzNation podcast.
Yoo-hoo!
I'm going to say my outro. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Share it to your friends and family. And comment in the comment section down below. Awesome OzNation podcast episodes. That's what you got to comment. Awesome OzNation podcast episodes. If you comment that, you are an OzNation veteran. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are the best audience ever. Next subscriber special is at 600. Literally 600 subscriber special, you guys. And that's going to be like literally so good. It may come in a week, may come in a year, may come in a month. Who knows? But it is so close. It is. It's very close. And thank you guys for everything and the experience that you had here. All right. I never know how to end a live stream. I have a long outro, so I'm going to end it here. Peace. OzNation. Oh, sorry. I do a little thing. But you could just say bye. I'm sorry. I'm like, I have a guest here. Well, not really a guest. It's the Carnage Gang. I have the Carnage Gang member here as well. You were here. Say your goodbyes. I'm saying say your goodbyes. Say bye.
Bye.
That's it?
Yeah.
Literally?
I was just saying goodbye while you were doing your little.
How about this? Say this.
It would have just.
Say. All right, then say this.
Ended it with that.
All right. Well, say this. Goodbye, OzNation. Say it like that. Goodbye, OzNation. Do that.
Goodbye, OzNation.
Yeah. All right. All right. See you guys in the next awesome upload of whatever we do. Peace.